Terra Luna Classic, we have only 2 days to act. Let's talk about what needs to happen right now and what you need to do. Terra Classic is really seeing a really nice day. We were up 0.5%, which is incredible news since we checked the general market out. You can see the general market is down. Bitcoin down over a portion of 1%, the hypothesis down practically 2%. So the way that we're seeing Terra Classic really going up on the date is uplifting news for our environment. We are pushing you towards that $750 million market cap where we are by all accounts drifting in the $700 to $750 million territory. Presently what we really want to do, what's going on in only 2 days. Indeed, in the event that you approach land station, you can see this proposition for the joint L1 team Q2. This proposition closes here in 2 days and as may be obvious, it's not showing extraordinary help at the present time. It's 83%. No, yet we have not even arrived at majority up to this point. Out of the votes, just 23, practically 24% of all the real estate Terra Classic has casted a ballot. So there's still a great deal of votes to come in on this proposition. However, there's simply 2 days left to cast a ballot. So what you guys need to do, paying little mind to how you feel, right? In any case the way in which you feel, to cast a ballot yes or on the other hand to cast a ballot no. I regard individuals' perspectives here. However, what you need to do is go into this part, click on this button right you here to feel free to cast a ballot. Then, at that point, you can cast a ballot yes no, decline no with blackball anyway you need to cast a ballot. You all can do that yet ensure you vote. Ensure you have your voice heard in light of the fact that this single proposition could decide the fate of the Terra Classic improvement biological system since beyond this L1 team that we had in the past quarter that is currently going once more. We likewise have a chance for intentionally one more L1 team and this was set up by Rabbi as you can see here. It's a lot of a long proposition, yet there is Rabbi. This is an elective proposition, elective gathering for a L1 team. As I referenced, this proposition is very lengthy. I will look down thus we get some significant area. In any case, as I do that, I will sum up what's happening here. So this proposition by Rabbi goes more than 2 central issues. As a matter of some importance, beginner Rabbi dislikes Sardar, with Tobias and what he's been doing in our biological system, how he handles himself on Twitter, a ton of those various issues. What's more, the subsequent issue comes down to Nitwit Burn Armed Force and the issues possibly with Lung Burn Armed Force getting a huge compensation when we don't have that much cash to really be giving out. So all things considered they set up this proposition for an elective group now. I feel like it's critical to reveal without skipping a beat these initial 2 individuals recorded. Till or Frag and Vin are 2 individuals that are as of now on the ongoing proposition for a 1 team. They for my grasping, there's some clashing data. Apparently Honest has affirmed that he'd deal with this group and others are saying that Frag is declining to chip away at the group, so I'm not precisely certain what's happening there. Furthermore, Ben is. Right now he's at a gathering, so individuals can't verify or refute whether he's keen on this proposition right now. In any case, beyond those 2, I'm hearing that these others have affirmed that they'd chip away at this elective team. Presently a great deal of you likely perceive that Jacob from back 2 or 3 months prior there turned out to be a tad of injury happening with Jacob left the first 1 team. Also, he will return into the channel old style framework work on this different test force. We can see Bilbo Baggins. This is somebody who I've connected multiple times, perhaps 3 or multiple times on Twitter and on Disunity, and these others I for one have not really cooperated with. In any case, from what I've heard, these are respectable individuals in the Terra Classic people group who could give some advancement ability. Furthermore, in light of the fact that this proposition is removing Sardar and it's likewise removing Long Burn Armed Force, we are redistributing assets in this proposition to additional designers. So in this thought we would possibly be getting much more engineers and the expense would be a smidgen lower. You can see the expense that they cited in view of discussions would be around 960 million inner work of art and the ongoing proposition for the 1 dev group, pretty much 1.1 million diary Terra Classic, so it would be somewhat less expensive and we could get a couple of additional engineers. Presently, for me actually, when I assess this proposition, what I've referenced to the creator as well as others is that I truly need to see affirmation from as of now the mouths of both Frag and Vin in light of the fact that we've heard such a lot of clashing data, whether they concur or contradict really being in this group. So I need to hear from them themselves on their Twitter accounts, on the Twitter space, anything it is, saying that they either are down for this or they're not down for this proposition. Since, supposing that they're not down for this proposition and they're not able to chip away at this elective group, that is not the apocalypse. Be that as it may, it certainly changes what this group resembles, on the grounds that you'd be, as yet taking a gander at these different individuals being engaged with the group, it just would exclude those 2. I think what we're probably going to see is either this proposition closes you swinging for Indeed, perhaps some enormous validators emerge and show huge help for this proposition and conflict with these others who are at present Democratic no. That is plausible. Or on the other hand, perhaps this proposition gets opposed. Perhaps Zarda closes you leaving since he has said that his proposition isn't up for exchange. He isn't willing to drop his measure of cash. So perhaps Zarda winds up leaving and the remainder of the L1 team sets up a subsequent proposition. Or on the other hand, perhaps we get this elective proposition from rabbis. We truly don't know at the present time. There's a great deal of potential outcomes out there. However, there's nothing, that is without a doubt. Guys, that is a big update. If you guys enjoy the content, you want to stay up to date. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.